So, good evening to all of you. This is Shubham, Sonia, Psychologist, and I welcome to all the audience on behalf of the Life Rhythm Counseling. And Life Rhythm Counseling is an online platform which provides mental psychotherapies and counseling for mental health issues. So, if you are suffering from any mental health issue, you can contact us. So, today is our webinar, and the webinar topic is a roadblock to the success. And our resource person is Farida Bharmal. Is a graphologist, personality designer, and life skill trainer. So, thank you, ma'am, for joining us. And
Thank
we are
you
so
for
pleased
having.
to having you on this platform, ma'am. So, please proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. And, namaste to everybody who's watching us live. Thank you so much to Shubham ji for having me on your channel. Now, I am Farida Bharmal, as he had said. I am the founder of Miraki Counselling and Training Center. By profession, a counselor, a graphologist, that's a handwriting analyst, and a life skills trainer. अभी जो मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ, what I really want to convey is a beautiful topic on graphology, which is also known as handwriting analysis. And roadblocks to success, हमारा जो the topic which we have chosen is roadblocks to success. And it's a beautiful topic, people. जिस तरह से मैं आपको इससे फॉरवर्ड लेके जाऊंगी, यू विल ऑल्सो फील कि अरे अपनी हैंडराइटिंग ये सब बता सकती है. कैन आवर हैंडराइटिंग रिवील सो मच. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. Roadblocks to success, as I was saying, please go ahead. Yes, what do you mean by roadblocks? Okay. Now, usually when we are having a Zoom meeting and everything, my participants tell me roadblocks is something, ma'am, which is stopping our way, which mental blocks hai, or else it's something which is not allowing us to move forward in life. Some of them feel that pandemic is a big roadblock for them. Some of them feel that mental health issues. I feel a lot of people are not even aware of the sort of issues they have, of course. So, you know, everybody feels that maybe anger is a roadblock, or maybe this is a roadblock, or that. So now, how do you know all of this? So that's why we said, let's look at the handwriting, and then let's understand what it's going to do, and let's understand how we can fish out the roadblocks from there. Next slide. So, as it is said, what is handwriting analysis? Now, handwriting analysis or graphology is a science by which you come to know about a person's personality, their likes, dislikes, strength, and weakness. Okay. And not only that, it is such an amazing science that it has the ability to reveal whether so many things, your emotional makeup, what is your concentration level, how are you going to make your decisions. Are you introverted? Are you extroverted? This is such a beautiful tool, in the hands of a graphologist, because from there on you can look, you can go ahead and understand what's happening. Okay? Now, in this session for you, I have got around 5 roadblocks, which you can actually find out from your own handwriting. What I would really love for you to do is to, collect your samples, write down at least 5, 6 lines of your samples along with your signature, and see is anything coming out over there. Okay. So I hope that you are sitting with your papers and pens. If you're not, go ahead, run along. I'll give you, 15 seconds. Go ahead, grab your pens, your papers, write down 5, 6 sentences, and let's, start on from there. So your time starts now. Go ahead and grab your papers and come. Okay. So okay, so let's it's say five. It shows another 5 more seconds, and we'll start again. So let's analyze your handwritings, people, and let me talk a little bit about why. Why does this handwriting analysis happen? How is it helping, and why does it matter? Next slide. Yes, next slide, please. Go ahead. We have already spoken about what is handwriting analysis. Next slide. It's it indicates your personality, your likes, dislikes, strengths, emotions, your emotional makeup. All of this is coming out with the help of handwriting. Now let me go a little bit deeper into it so you will understand it in a better manner. Okay, again, go ahead with the next slide, please. Okay, now again, a lot of people feel, why do we need to understand this, and why do we need to move ahead with it? Now a lot of people have issues with their relationships, they have issues with their boss, they have issues with their own self. Aren't there times where we end up either blaming ourselves or somebody else for whatever is happening in our lives? We are like, इसकी वजह से हुआ या फिर ये हुआ तो मेरे वजह से हुआ. And when that happens, there are times when we feel confused, we feel lost. हम क्या करें? What is the next best possible step? So that's where your handwriting can really help you. Next slide. Yeah, to understand the problem and acknowledge it. See, the problem is at times the issue is with self awareness. You don't even know that this problem exists in your life. Okay, let me give you an example. Just imagine the clothes which we are wearing. Okay, now say that there is a stain on my clothes. मेरे कपड़ों पे दाग लग गया है. Okay, and I'm very happily moving around. But suddenly मैं अपने आप को आईने में देखती हूँ. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, अरे मेरे कपड़ों पे तो दाग लग गया है. What do I do at that point of time? First तो मुझे awareness आ जाएगा कि what's happening. Okay, there's a stain on my clothes. Secondly, I'll be able to acknowledge it. Yeah, this is not going to work. And that gives me the power to change. Okay, so I was being told that you all are a group of psychologists and professionals, so you would be able to understand how important and how amazing self-awareness is, and what a beautiful tool it can be in the hands of a psychologist or a counselor, when you're just looking at the personality, the writing of the person, and able to decipher the personality for that person or analyze it. Okay, you can identify the thinking patterns of a person. See, thinking patterns to bahut sare aate hain. There are something known as automatic negative thoughts, which I am sure all of you must be aware of. 70% of our thoughts are going in the negative realm only. Are we in a position to understand that all of these thoughts are, maybe making us withdrawn, or are they, making us sad? What's happening to us? So you'll be able to identify the thinking pattern. Have you started to worry about something? Okay. Sath mein hi you will be able to understand. See, man itself is, life itself is like a paradox, right? If there is good, there is bad. If there is bad, there is bound to be good. So when ऊपर वाले ने बना के भेजा है, तो हमको सिर्फ बुराई के साथ तो नहीं भेजा है. He has helped us. He's given us some strengths. We will understand those personal strengths and take it forward from there. Okay? It helps you develop a more positive attitude towards yourself, towards life. It's an amazing tool. As I said, it's an amazing tool in the hands of a professional, whether it's a teacher. See, children spend around 15 years in a school. Can you imagine how amazing that this science could be for a teacher? Psychologist, it's a tool. I use it a lot of times. If my client is not speaking to me, I go ahead and use it as a tool for rapport building itself. just comes pouring out. It's magical. I've been using it for 12 plus years now, people. It's I have the sort of changes I've seen in myself is phenomenal. ठीक है. Rapport building tool, as I told you, self awareness and congruence. See, a lot of times I'm thinking about something, मैं ना बोलना चाहती हूँ but मैं हाँ बोल रही हूँ. I'm actually like, so is it congruent? नहीं, there's a conflict going on. I want to say no, but I'm saying yes. What's the point? I'm like this. I need to be in congruence. I need to come together for any goal of mine to be achieved. So I will be able to analyze that behavior and correct it however applicable. Defense mechanisms in my own handwriting. What is going on within me? Why am I regressing backward? मैं मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है, पर मैं उसे किस तरह से और किस पे एक्सप्रेस कर रही हूँ. So all of this is again going to come out, and it will help you respond or react to a situation and person. You imagine if you are somebody who understands, handwriting analysis, you look at the writing of the person and you find out, अरे ये बंदा तो दर्द में है यार. Hurt people will hurt people, isn't it? So there are times, where you start the understanding process instead of reacting to them, their anger, their issues, their pain points. We start responding to them in a more empathized manner, right? So let me give you this very sweet video which I had, and like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, I must show it to these people कि reaction में और response में फर्क क्या है. Next slide please, and we'll play the video. Next slide. Yes, please do play the video. I hope the video is coming clear for you, but this is such a wonderful video. This red t-shirt guy goes on bashing, 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 bashing. Okay? पर वो जो रिस्पॉन्ड करता है ना, वो जो उसको जवाब देता है ना, दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ द एंटायर रिस्पॉन्स विच इज हैपनिंग. इट्स लाइक तू मैं एक बोल रही हूँ, तुम एक बोल रहे हो, मैं एक बोल रही हूँ, तुम एक बोल रहे हो. बट जब मैं उसको जरा समझ के सोच के उसके इमोशंस को कैप्चर करके रिस्पॉन्स करती हूँ, it's really different. I really hope that you will be able to see the video. If not, this is actually a wonderful video wherein they are showing you how one person is reacting and how one person is responding to the situation. I just wanted to show the energy level of that person here. I feel the video is not playing, sir. Okay, let's not waste time on this. Let's just go ahead with the next slide and come to the root cause of why you are here. Next slide, please. Okay, let's look at handwriting samples itself. Okay, and from that decipher the personality of a person. How? Let me go ahead with it. Okay, the next slide, it's going to show you whether a person feels how, it'll show you a trait on self-consciousness. Right now, when you look at the writing, everyone, can you see the M over here? Can you see the M which is over there? Just one M in which the second hump is bigger than the first hump. Now this is a trait which indicates self-consciousness. What does that mean? I feel conscious. What is the other person thinking about me? सामने वाला मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है? I start, analyzing that. And अगर आप ये sample देख रहे हैं, you will be able to find the M. आपको दिखा? I'm sure आपको दिख गया होगा, right? So when you're finding that M over there, you're like, okay, this banda is feeling self-conscious. Self-conscious banda, how will that person react? Usually with what they do, when they come in a room, They'll go and stand in a corner of a room, and from there they will look at everybody present. And then a little bit they'll be okay, theek hai, now the situation looks okay, and I'll see one or two familiar faces. Now I'll go ahead and mingle around. Okay? And think about it. Won't that stop you from at times taking or moving ahead and taking opportunities if any are there? Will I be able to do it? What will others think if I go ahead and grab it? That's a trait of subconsciousness, right? And it's an amazing trait. I hope if it's there on your in your handwritings, just circle it up so you understand it's there. Okay, let's go to the next slide. The next slide is about sensitivity to criticism. See, all of us feel bad if someone were to criticize us, isn't it? हम सबको बुरा लगेगा. But what it, what this trait, this beautiful trait shows you is कि at times वो चीज मुझसे कितना ज्यादा लिंक्ड हो जाती है, राइट? मैं उसके बारे में ही सोच रही हूँ, वो बंदा मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोल के चला गया. So I keep on thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. And you must be aware as psychologists that in a day we have 60,000 thoughts in our own head. And at one time, only one thought is prominent. Now, agar this thought becomes prominent and it occupies my day, what will happen to my day? मैं तो इसमें ही अटक के रह गई ना. Correct? So that's how, okay, where will sensitivity to criticism be shown? Let's see in the next slide. ठीक है? कि sensitivity to criticism आपको दिखाई देगा in your T and your D loops. Okay, इस तरह से, as you can see, आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, right? कि the पेट जिस तरह से फूला है T का और D का. I'm sure you will be having your samples by now. Look at your samples. Do you find any such trait? I really wish I would be able to see your comments or something. But because that's not there, I still would, want you to circle it up. Taki, if there is anything which you later wish to ask, you will be in a position to. So we did self-consciousness. What is the other person? सामने वाला मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है? And then we are coming to criticism. Am I in pain from inside क्योंकि कोई कुछ बोल के चला गया मुझे? और how am I doing? What am I doing? मैं किस तरह से react करूंगी या respond करूंगी? That is going to be seen. Now this trait, जो next trait आने वाला है, it's like bap of all traits. Okay, it's like you'll be seeing it on the slide in another moment. Now the next slide जो है, it is known as procrastination, which is a thief of time. और हमको लगता है why in the world am I, मैं इसको बाद के लिए क्यों टाल रही हूँ जबकि I need to finish it. I know very well na that this job needs to be done. If it's not done, it will put me in anxiety and everything. But I still keep on procrastinating. But what in my handwriting will tell me that this trait is present inside? And why is it present? Am I self-conscious? या कोई कुछ बोल जाता है तो मुझे खराब लगता है तो I'm like, I don't want to listen to that anymore. मुझे वो नहीं चाहिए. So is that coming in my mind? Can you see how far you can go with this science? And I'll just show you one trait in which how you will be able to see procrastination कैसे दिख रहा है. Next slide में पता चल जाएगा आपको. Go ahead with the next slide, please. Yes, next slide again. The next slide again. Thank you so much. Yes, so procrastination can be seen in, if you can see the T is there, पर जो T का line बना है ना, that is towards the left side of it. ठीक है? So if this, just imagine that this is my T, it cannot cross नहीं होना है. It is going to be on one side only. That would indicate procrastination. That's the trait for procrastination for a graphologist. Is that present in your writing? I actually have some of the samples, in which you can see मैंने circle करके रखा है. Can you see that the procrastination is there? It should be completely on the left side of the T stem. ये जो T का vertical line है ना, हम उसे T stem बुलाते हैं. And the horizontal is a T bar. So the T bar should be absolutely on one side of the T stem. Okay? If that is present, then it's showing a lot about you, as a person itself. Come to the next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, I think this slide is a little too small, but then again, I have shown you where the T and how it is, it appears in the writing. It was more so for you to understand it in a better manner. Let's go to the next slide again, please. Thank you. The public image. Okay, now all of you who have taken the pains to send me your handwriting, actually it is your signatures which you have sent. Signature is nothing but a badge to the world. सामने वाला मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा है? What is the world, or what sort of an image am I trying to portray to the other people? Okay, that's what signature indicates. Though I have received your samples, I'm going to, go ahead with some of the samples which are over here. Or rather, my next slide will give you a better example. So go ahead and self-analyze yourself. I'll come back to your samples again. Come to the next slide, sir. The next slide, please. Okay, so as I said, that it is a badge to the world. Now, there are so many kinds of signatures, people. If you do a course, because we have a certificate course in handwriting analysis, in which we make you understand that, dekho bhai, you will require the handwriting and you will require the signature, because handwriting is the real you. The signature is the ideal you. The real you is who you are right now. The ideal you is who you want to be. Okay, you require both in order to get an understanding. What sort of a sample I have got, I usually don't analyze at all, because it's आधा पीधा information. क्या करूं मैं आधा पीधा information किसी को देकर? पर आपको समझने के लिए I'm wanting to, I'm still wanting to show you a few traits. Now, can you see the underline behind that signature, beneath the signature, जो एक line डालते हैं? That indicates leadership. I'm trying to, show you how, what some signatures would indicate. Okay. That indicates leadership qualities and inner strength. Now, I am a person jisko responsibilities, if I have this underline underneath me, I would really love to get that job in which I am the leader. Okay, मुझे वो responsibility अपने सर पे लेना अच्छा लगेगा. And there are qualities in me जो अगर मैं harness करूं तो I can really do a good job of it. क्योंकि ये तो need है ही मुझ में. I want to be a leader and that's a need in me. That's the reason you are signing it. You are having a name and you are underlining it कि हाँ मैं ये हूं और मैं कुछ करना चाहता हूं या मैं कुछ करना चाहती हूं. Okay. At the same time, there are certain signatures. यही line है, but if imagine, that if this line is, cutting your signature, आपके signature को cut कर रहा है. आपका name है, okay, it's your name and it's beneath it. तो ठीक है, that's leadership. But अगर आपके ही writing को cut कर रहा है, that becomes a self-sabotage trait. आप अपने आप को कोसने लगते हैं. Why am I like this? मैं कुछ ठीक से क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ या ठीक से क्यों नहीं कर पाती हूँ? So you start doing something like that. Okay, signature is so vast, everyone. You really, when you do the course, at times my students just be silent and they're like, "Arey baap re, ab hum kya kare?" That they become like a sannata in my class because there's so much amazing information to observe. Just imagine what a wonderful tool, powerful tool this is in the hands of a professional, isn't it? The next slide, please. Okay, so this is a trait which I have seen, it's a seriously self sabotaging trait. I see these people doing good work and ये अपने काम पे जो पानी ढोलते हैं ना, I've seen these people doing that also. You know, सब कर रहे हैं, but there is an inner guilt which is there in them. जो it just doesn't allow them to feel happy. They just end up doing something which will make them sad. I don't know why. Whenever I look at that trait, I'm like, oh my god, this person is in so much pain. ये इंसान कितना दर्द में होगा, कि सब कर रहा है, they're doing everything, but to no avail. Can you understand the pain this person must be going through? That helps when you have your handwriting. It's usually seen in, if you can see it, it's the while loop which is going in a certain manner. Okay. I'll show it with you too. In the next slide, you have the handwriting sample also, which shows you this particular trait. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it in this chota wala slide or not, because what I can see is a smaller version of it here. Usually when you zoom it, it definitely appears. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So see, can you see over there, the ones which I have underlined, which I have circled? You are able to see. This is the green one, is just a beginning of it, but it's there. It's definitely there. And they have started the journey downstairs. The other one on the top, that the black one, which I have circled. If you can see that, it's all very much present. And can you see the degree in which it is present, right? Okay. So again, I think I have, actually successfully finished this entire presentation in 27 minutes, because I had only 5 traits to cover right now in half an hour. Please go ahead with the next slide. So, people, I would really love it to sort of converse with you, to help you understand it better, to serve you, understand the purpose of this amazing slide. So, take a screenshot and keep it. And you are free to connect with me on WhatsApp itself to know more. Leave a WhatsApp message. That would be a ideal way of doing it, because we do have back-to-back sessions over here, right? So this is from my side to you. So Shubham ji, I have finished my analysis here.
कुछ सिग्नेचर्स मैंने आप भेजे थे मैम, वो लोग वॉच कर रहे हैं, उनके सिग्नेचर्स को आप वेरीफाई कर दीजिए.
Definitely. For all of those who are watching, shukriya. Thank you so much. I'm really humbled. I'll take 5-10 minutes to help you understand. Is that okay? Because I was told कि Shubham ji 30 minutes में finish करना है, so 5 minutes extra हो जाएगा तो चलेगा ना?
हाँ एकदम चल रहा है.
अच्छा ठीक है.
एक्चुअली 3-4 लोग का सिग्नेचर वॉच कर रहे हैं, वो उन्हें आप बता दें तो बेहतर रहेगा. तो
Definitely. I have a lot of respect for everybody who's giving me your time. Again, मैं आपको बोलती हूँ, आपका signature जो है, it is your public image. ठीक है, it is not the real you. आप लोगों ने लिख के भेज दिया है, that's awesome. As an analyst, we need the handwriting sample along with the signature. इस वक्त जो मेरे पास है, on the basis of that, to help you understand a little better, and my respect for watching me for all this time, मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ. So there is this see Abhinandan Shukla, right? Sir, I can see your signature, and if you can see your writing and your signature alongside with it, आप देखेंगे कि आपका just A है. ठीक है? It means that you want to be seen but not known, and there is some self blame. आप अपने आप को कोस रहे हैं in some particular way. I really want you to become aware of it. Stay with the analysis, क्योंकि there are times जब हमको कुछ पता चलता है, we really feel कि ये क्या है करके. But I really want you to be with the analysis. There is something going on in your handwriting. Secondly, there is lot of pressure and intensity in your emotions, sir. It is going to stay with you for a longer period of time, in the sense के आप किसी को माफ कर दोगे पर आप भूलोगे नहीं कि ये बंदे ने आपके साथ क्या किया है. ठीक है, आपके दिमाग में फिरता रहेगा वो बात. All right, that shows. And apart from that, see, there is this जब कोई बात कर रहा होता है ना, you will be able to understand कि वो किस तरह से बात कर रहा है और उसको actually क्या चाहिए. Okay, you will be in a position to understand that I'm doing whatever best I can with whatever I have right now. Okay. Kalpana Chaturvedi ji. Okay, your handwriting shows me that you want things to be planned. Okay, आपको चीजें उस तरह से चाहिए कि फॉर इंस्टेंस मुंबई से बैंगलोर जाना है, तो मैं बैंगलोर में जाके क्या करूंगी, क्या फिनिश करूंगी. यू वांट थिंग्स टू बी प्लान्ड एंड गो अकॉर्डिंगली. एट द सेम टाइम यू वांट पीपल टू कम डायरेक्टली एट द पॉइंट. घुमा घुमा के बात मत करो, जो है वो बोलो, काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग. ठीक है. At the same time, I'll also say, ma'am, there are certain concentration issues which you have, in the sense के अगर कोई आपसे बात कर रहा है और आपको इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं पड़ रहा है, there's a possibility आप पूरा बैंगलोर घूम के आ जाओगे, लालबाग घूम के. आई यूजुअली टेल टू द पीपल इन बैंगलोर, पूरा लालबाग का चक्कर लगा के आ गए अब वापस. And you're like, अच्छा क्या हुआ? You end up having that, or you end up asking that. You're a little talkative, but as women we understand that trait. ठीक है, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत तो बात करना हमारा यही हो जाता है. Okay. Then we have Ujwala Yadav. Okay. Ujwala ma'am, your writing is showing me कि आप पूरा काम कर लेते हो. ओके, बट जो सेटिस्फैक्शन, जो कंटेंट आपको वो काम फिनिश करके आना चाहिए, दैट्स मिसिंग. Okay, and there is a possibility that you are overthinking a lot of things. आपके दिमाग में बहुत कुछ चल रहा है मैम. ऑलराइट, एंड देयर इज फुल पॉसिबिलिटी कि आप इंटरनली सोच रहे हो कि ये क्या हो रहा है, and you have started to worry. What that worry is, I'm not sure about is what, but definitely it's there. Okay, so look at it. And I'll tell you one more thing, कि I don't know why, but it your writing is showing me frustration also. कि मैं इस वक्त शायद बहुत ज्यादा frustrated हूँ. Maybe it's because of the pandemic. Maybe things are not going well, but it's there. Again, to everybody who I'm giving an analysis, usually I take a lot of sample. There's an entire way in which we do it. ठीक है? So this, just stay with whatever I'm saying. And you can always avail a free analysis. My interns will do it for you. Don't worry on that score. ठीक है? Links वगैरह है. You can always just I think we'll share the link itself over here. ठीक है? And show it across to you. And Kalyani Soni ma'am. Okay. Now this is quite an interesting one as well, ma'am. I just wanted to know. Okay, I am not going to say that. Okay, let me just put it across that one. अगर आपसे कोई बात करना चाहता है तो they should या आपकी ओपिनियन पूछना चाहता है तो वो तभी करे जब उसको आपकी ओपिनियन रियली चाहिए. बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू बी, देखो भाई, ब्लैक इज ब्लैक, व्हाइट इज व्हाइट. आपको बुरा लगता है तो फिर 2 रोटी खा लो, बट दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक. ये एक है आपके, देयर इज अ सर्टेन डिग्री ऑफ लॉयल्टी व्हिच यू आर लुकिंग फॉर. अगर आप कोई काम करेगी, आप उसे प्रिसाइसली करना पसंद करेगी. ठीक है, एंड यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दैट अदर पीपल शुड बी इक्वली लॉयल एंड प्रिसाइज विद यू. ऑलराइट, एंड देयर आर कंसंट्रेशन इश्यूज इन योर राइटिंग एज वेल, and there's a lot of imagination. There's a lot of, in fact, if I ask you to close your eyes and imagine a black dog, with yellow spots on it, just close your eyes and do it. You'll be in a position to do it very vividly. So can you understand कि अगर thoughts देख रहे हो, तो my only thing is कि किस तरह के thoughts देख रहे हो. There is a certain degree of, maybe are you a little hurt or are you feeling a little sad at this point? That is one thing. And you have this quality of fluidity of thought. Okay, कि आप कोई भी चीज को या कोई भी आप कुछ टॉपिक शुरू करें, आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि मैं क्या बात करूं, बट यू विल बी एबल टू jump from one topic on the other, and you'll be like, अरे इतना वक्त निकल गया. So you'll be doing that in that manner. Okay. So thank you everybody whoever is sent their writing and samples. I would really love your feedback also. Because I cannot see you and all. I would love to talk to you, but definitely I would love to get your feedback. So you can just leave it on the channel over here. And this is the last sample which I had. So thank you so much for listening to me till now, sir.
So thank you, ma'am. You explained well in every items, and I hope we will soon connect in future. And I want to tell something our audience. We have both male and female psychologists. So if you want to talk a female psychologist or a male psychologist, then please contact us. और अगर कोई ऐसा पर्सन हो आपके सोसाइटी में आसपास, कोई आपका दोस्त ऐसा जिसे लग रहा हो कि किसी मेंटल इश्यूज से या इमोशनल इश्यूज से परेशान हो और वो किसी से बात नहीं कर पा रहा है, या कोई उसके पास ऐसा पर्सन नहीं है जिससे किसी से बात कर पाए, जिस पे ट्रस्ट कर पाए, तो आप हमें यहाँ पे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. हम हमेशा आपको सुनने के लिए तैयार हैं. और अगर उसके पास किसी तरह का कोई फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज भी हो रहा है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हम ऐसे फ्री काउंसलिंग में प्रोवाइड कराएंगे. सो जो ह्यूमन है वो ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है मनी से. तो आप हमें कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, हमारे पेजेस को फॉलो कर सकते हैं डेली पोस्ट के लिए. और हमारा नया वेबिनार जो आने वाला है वो जल्दी आने वाला है, वो म्यूजिक थेरेपी पे होगा और बीएचयू से प्रोफेसर है, उनको बुलाया जा रहा है. तो आप हमारे नेक्स्ट वेबिनार में भी आ सकते हैं, तो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है. तो अगेन थैंक यू मैम, आप यहाँ आए और बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से आपने जो बताया और वो बहुत अच्छा था. और जो काफ़ी लोग इंटरेस्टिंग होकर देख रहे थे कि उनकी जो राइटिंग के थ्रू जो बता रही थी प्रॉब्लम, तो आई होप कि कई लोगों की प्रॉब्लम जो थी वो सॉल्व आएगी अब आप उनके राइटिंग के थ्रू जो आपने बताया है. और बहुत जल्दी हम दूसरा एक वेबिनार फ्यूचर्स में करने वाले हैं. तो थैंक यू. So I also thank you for audience for watching us and love your support. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.